So let's start with our nice typical reach up, up, up. Big breath in. Exhale down. Reach up. Fill your lungs. Lean to one side. Back to the center and down. Again, up, up, up. And one more. Then we'll loosen our shoulders. Flap your wings. Go up and down. Elbows come in, reach out to the sides. Arms come out, make some slow little circles with your shoulders. Switch directions. Palms come up. Focus on your fingers. Slowly curl your knuckles in, one knuckle at a time. Play your fingers. Hands come in, flap your wrists. Flip your palms. Vertically. Bring your hands up. We'll focus on our fingers in again. Curl your knuckles. Make a fist. Flat, fold. Knuckles, fist, flat, fold. Knuckles, fist, flat, fold. Knuckles, fist, flat, fold. One more, knuckles, fist, flat, fold. Thumbs to your fingers. And reach to the sides. Bring them back to the center, some nice big shoulder rolls. Switch directions. And then roll out, take a big breath in. Exhale as you come around. Big breath in. And out. Two more. And one more. And we'll focus on our neck, so stand nice and straight. Put your shoulders back, think about good posture. Turn your head to one side. Back to the center, to the other side. Back to the center, put your ear to your shoulder. And the other shoulder. Back to the center, look to the side again. Keep going if you can. And the other side. Back to the center. Then let's make some circles with our hips. And switch directions. Just like elbows, don't we? Okay, then our triangle. So a nice wide stance. Let's reach up on one side, then reach down. Bring your hands together. Reach up with your back arm. Hands back together. One arm comes up. And pull up to come up. And switch sides. And your hands together. Back arm comes up. Hands back together. And arm comes up. Pull up to come up. Then we're going to do our warrior poses. We're going to do all three today. So I got my chair handy. First is warrior 2. So back foot at 45 degrees. Line your heels up. Big step forward. Sink into your hips and reach. And then swing through and reach up. Pull back. And then the tough one without you need help for, so you're going to lean forward. Arms are forward. And your back leg comes up and you hold. Trying to be nice and horizontal there with your arm and leg. And let's come down and we'll try the other side. First warrior 2, 45-degree angle. Heels lined up, step together, sink into your hips. Swing through, reach up. And then if you're brave, lean forward and bring up your other back leg. And back to vertical. And now we've got some support here. Let's do our one-legged stand. So we're going to come up on one leg and hold that. Think about pulling your pelvic muscles up. Close your eyes. Keep holding. Open your eyes. Keep holding. Pull those pelvic muscles back up. They fall down. And relax. Let's switch sides. Come up on your other foot. Pull your pelvic floor up. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. Keep holding. Keep that pelvic floor lifted. And relax. And let's do our 3-point touch where you or come up on one foot, take your other foot and step forward to the side and back, side, forward. Just alternate around, forward, side, back. Switch legs with that. Forward, side, back. And then we're going to do our soft objects. So I've got my cones. Hopefully you have a dishcloth or a pot holder or something you can mark on the floor that you're going to step over and not hurt yourself if you step on it. I actually have 6 today. I don't know if I'll use them all or not. Okay, so that's a reasonable angle. So we'll start at the front. And our first mission is to just step over every object. Pause. Over, over, over. Oops. Over. That's enough. I don't want to move. So over, 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 over. So I got 5. And we're going to now go up and over without stopping. So over, 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 over. Turn around. Over, 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 over. And then we'll face it sideways. Do our box step. And square, so we'll step to the side, step forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back. Okay, we're back at the start. So now we're just going to go sideways, up and over. Okay. And back, up and over. And then our figure 8. So we're going to go in and around. Turn around, go back. Go back to the start. And the figure 8 in and around. Now don't turn around. You can go through it backwards. beginning, and then our knee up one. So we're going to take a step, lift up, step, lift up, step, lift, step, lift, step, lift, round, step, lift, step, lift, step, lift, step, lift, and go back to the beginning. So this is too slippery. So now let's do that one more time, starting at the beginning. So first was an up and over with a pause, up, over, 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 and go back. Go back at the beginning. Now up and over with no pause. So over, 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 over. Go back, over, 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 over. And sideways. Our box step. So forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back. Keep going. Central back. Look at those box steps. We're back at the beginning. We're still sideways. Now we're going to go up and over sideways, over, over, and back. And then our figure eights. Turn around. Back at the beginning, another figure eight. This time don't turn around, go actually backwards. And last one is our step lift. So take a step, knee up, step, knee up, step up, step up, step up, and go back, step up, step up, step up. Okay, enough of that. Next, let's, I wanted, since I'm recording this, to go through pretty much our whole band repertoire. So we'll start with our shoulder stuff. And I'm going to sit down, I believe, just so that's easier for you to see. So sitting or standing, your choice. You got a band, and it can be sort of medium long. And let's start with that rotation. So your hands are hip width apart, your palms are up, the band's in the middle of your hands are, and you're just going to pull out. And take your band shoulder width, shoulder height, palms are down, hands are up, and you're going to pull straight out. Maybe. Then we're going to do that diagonally. So stack your hands, one is high, one is low, and pull up and down. And switch ankles, switch sides. Other one is high, other one is low. Okay, so let's do a second set of those 3 things. So we started with our elbows at our hips, palms are up, bands in the center there, and I'm going to pull out. And then shoulder height, shoulder width apart, pull straight out. And then diagonally, hands are stacked, one is high, one is low. Go up and down. And switch sides, switch angles. Other one comes high, other one comes low. Okay, then we're going to switch and do some other arm stuff. So this is a medium long band, and there's a lot of things we do with the band secured under our feet, whether we're standing or sitting. And again, depending on how long our band is, you can do one arm at a time or both arms together. Today, let's try together. So you're going to take your band and put it underneath your feet in the middle of the band. So you've got it secured under your feet. And you have an end in each hand. Okay, and first we're going to curl, so elbows are nice and tight to our sides. We're going to swell up and down. And then we're going to do a shoulder press. So still under your feet, bring the bands, and it really doesn't matter whether they're in the front or the back. But your fists are up with your ears, and you're going to pull straight up. So probably a little better if the band is in front of your chest. So this is the push, and now we're going to do a pull, which is the rowing. So this one works well if you cross the bands and switch hands. So you're pulling up in my right hand, the band that's on the left side, and cross body the left from the right. So the bands are underneath my feet, they're crossed. My hands are down here between my knees. I'm going to pull up, 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 my chin, nice high elbows. So what's missing from that little sequence is triceps, which would be the pull from this push. But we'll come back and get that later because right now we're focusing on the stuff where the band's under the center of our feet. So let's do a second set of those three things. First was the curls. So I know across the band's back, I have the right side of my right hand, left part of my left hand, the band's under my feet, and my elbows are tight to my sides. I'm going to pull up. We're going to do a shoulder press. So bring the ends in the front at my ears, and I go straight up. And then the rowing, so crossing, switching hands. Since it's shorter, I make a little band a little shorter, makes a little more resistance. Okay, then we're hands are together, gonna pull up to my chin, nice high elbows. Okay, let's go back to right side on the right, left side on the left, and we're going to do some leg stuff first, and then we'll go back and do some shoulder stuff. So first thing we're going to do, we've done this one before, is that basically that sit to stand with the band under your feet. So I'm going to stand up, the band's still under my feet. I'm holding an end here in each hand, and basically you're going to pull to stand, maintaining the tension on that band. Then we're going to sit down. We're going to take our band and put it over under one foot. And I'm going to bring my hands to my knees. And I'm going to put my knee up to my chest and push out. This is all about pressing with your leg. And then keep that leg straight, keep the band under the ball of your foot, and just flex your ankle, point your toes. Okay, now we're going to switch feet. So we're going to put the center under the band, under the ball of our other foot. Lift your leg, get your ends close to your knees, put your knee up to your chest, and press out. in and out. One leg is straight, band is still under the ball of your foot, and you're pointing your toes, flexing and extending your ankle. Much easier to do this when you're barefoot and with shoes on. Okay, so we're going to do a second set of all that. First we had the band under both feet, and in each hand, and we stood up, and then we did our sit to stand, maintaining tension on the band. And then we're going to do that leg press. So middle of the band under one foot, end by each knee, knee up to your chest, and push out. And keep the band under your ball of your foot. Straighten your leg and point your toes. Flex your ankle. And most of you aren't barefoot, but if you are, you could also move the band up to your toes and just flex your toes. For some reason that reminds me of Sesame Street. Okay, let's switch legs. The band is under the middle of your other foot and end by your knees. Your knee is up to your chest and you're pushing out. And keep your legs straight. Band is still under the ball of your foot. Flex your foot, point your toes. And I know most of you are not barefoot, but if you are, you can move it up to your toes and just flex your toes. Okay, then we're gonna switch and do some shoulder stuff. And we could do these bilaterally, but I think we'll focus on one arm at a time. So you're gonna start with the band under one foot. I'm gonna put the middle of the band under my right foot, and I have it end here in my right hand. And the first thing I'm gonna do is that vertical rotation, so the band is behind my shoulder and my arm is cocked, my upper arm is parallel to the floor, and I just pull down. And I'm going to bring the band to the front of my chest. My arm is still cocked, my upper arm is parallel, and pull straight up. And then I'm going to pull up some tension here. We're going to do a one-sided lateral lift. So the band is at my arm is straight at my side. I'm just going to pull straight out this way. And again, you can do this bilaterally as well. Let's rest just a bit here because we're not going to switch sides, but we're going to repeat those three things. So we started with our arm cocked, the band behind our shoulder, upper arm is parallel, and you're pulling straight down. And then bring the band to the front. Arm is still cocked, and you pull up. And then arm at my side, I need to shorten it a bit. And we're going to pull straight up to the side. And now let's switch sides. So let's do that all on the left. So again, put a piece, the middle of the band under your left foot, have it end in your right arm. First is that rotation. So you're going to have the band behind your shoulder. Your upper arm is cocked and parallel to the floor. Pull down. And bring the band to the front. Arm is still cocked, pulling up with the resistance as you pull up. And then to the side, we'll do that lateral lift. Arm is straight, and just pull up, straight up from your body to shoulder height. Okay, second set of all that. First was behind your shoulder, upper arm is parallel, pulling down. And bring the band in front, arm is still parallel, pull up. And then straight at my sides, possibly a little shorter. Arm is straight, pulling up to shoulder height. Okay, now we're going to switch, probably just do one set of stuff, just in interest of time. So I promised we'd do our triceps, so let's do that next. And I like to do that one with part of the band behind you and your arm cocked and over your head, and you're secured here and you're pulling straight up. And since we're only doing one set, we got to do more, right? So now we're going to hold it middle of the band in our other hand, and you have an end in your fist, your elbows up, and then they go bent to straight. And we can do is a chest press. So if you take your band and loop the center of it around the back, your back, or underneath your shoulder blades there, your scapula. So you have an end in each hand, your fists are at your chest, and you're going to pull straight out. Okay, then let's switch and do some door ones. So I don't have that many doors here in this space, but I do have, and I know you can't see it very well, a doorway here, and at the top of that door is a pole. So I already have my band looped over the top of this pole. So it's coming from up high. So if you had a door, you could secure the middle of your band at the top of your door. And if you have the band at the top of your door, this is actually a great exercise. It's kind of a lat pull down where you're coming from high, and actually if you're a little lower, that's even better. So I'm going to sit down so I have more vertical room. I want to pull straight down from above to my chest. So this is my push. Somebody needs to mute themselves, and you can do the opposite of that, which is a pull. So if I turn around and face the back, and now I'm going to pull forward. Keep my arms straight. Whoever has a dog, it'd be nice if you could mute yourselves. And then we do some great leg stuff with our band that's a loop. So if you have a band tied in a knot so you've got a loop, I've discovered when I'm up here that this chair works really well. So I'm going to put my band under the leg of this big heavy chair. And then I can put one leg inside that loop, stand at the side. Actually, first I'm going to face the chair so I can do that rear kick, kick back.
How to do that?
I'm going to turn 90 degrees so that the band is on the outside of my foot, and I'm just going to kick straight out. And then turn 180 degrees so I can do the inside. So the band is on my foot and I'm kicking across in front, abducting. Now I'm going to switch legs. I'm standing on my right leg. I'll probably do better with a little support. So I'm going to have my chair handy. So first I'm going to kick straight back. Turn 90 degrees. I'm going to do my abduction. So I'm kicking straight out to the side. And then turn 180 degrees. Abduct, go on the inside. Having a little gravity issue here. And then we're finished with our ones at the door. And I know it's hard to see in this setup, but at this door, I have a band here secured behind the door with a hook at shoulder height, basically, right? And the things I like to do at shoulder height are first step rowing. So I'm facing the band. I have an end in each hand, and I'm just going to row. I'm going to pull straight into my chest. And another really good one is that straight arm pullback. So your arms are at your sides. You're straight, you have an end in each hand, and you're just pulling straight back. And one we got from RG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, RBG. So is that straight arm fly. So you have your back to the center of your door, where your bands, your arms are straight, and you're going to pull in, out, in, and out. And of course, my all-time favorite, that Paula Press. So I'm going to be perpendicular to the band. I'm holding both ends. I'm pulling the center of my chest. I'm resisting that inward pull. That's the core part of it. So holding myself out while the band is trying to pull me in. And while my arms are here, I'm going to go in and out. Just something to keep for me to do while I'm holding myself here away from rotating inward. Then we're going to turn around and do that on the other side. Again, pulling away, resisting that inward pull, and then holding myself away, going in and out. Okay, so my goal today was to get most of our band repertoire on tape, which is what we just did. So let's stretch a little bit. Let's reach out. Invert your hands. And one comes across. in the top. And waterfall, extend your arm, gently press on your fingers and lift your elbows. And again, pull across. On the top. And extend, gently press on your fingers, lift your elbows. And let's finish with those breaths. Those are always good to do, especially with the respiratory challenge of the world today. So you can stand or sit, be comfortable. We're nice and straight. We're going to do 3 breaths through our nose. We'll start with a slow exhalation out. Contract your stomach muscles, squeeze all the air out. And breathe in through your lungs, stomach out, shoulders up. Fill your lungs as full as can be. Hold. And exhale. Contract your stomach muscles, squeeze all the air out. And breathe in, fill your lungs, stomach out, shoulders up. Fill your lungs as full as can be. Exhale. Contract your stomach muscles, squeeze all the air out. And we'll do 1 more. Breathe in, stomach out, shoulders up. Your lungs as full as can be. And gently exhale. Okay, thank you very much, people.